Now we are standing at White Horse Temples, and I have to say that this temple is truly ancient, being over 1,000 years ago, and it was founded in the 9th centuries. And at first, it was built to worship the Long Do gods. In Vietnamese means Rốn Rồng, and in English is umbilical dragons. In the 11th centuries, when Imperial Lý Thái Tổ moved the capitals from Ninh Bình to Thăng Long, Hà Nội today, he also changed the name of the temples. As legend has it, the king was having a construction problem with his new citadels. Its ramparts kept collapsing over and over again. And one day, the king decided to come to the temples and praise how to finish the citadels successfully. When the mandarins arrived there, he saw the white horse gallop out of the Long Do temple. It started encircling the construction site, and then the kings decided to build the rampart following the path of the white horse gallop. As the result, the king built the citadels successfully, and now you can see the statues of the white horse beside the altars. Vietnamese people have the notion that there are 5 basic elements that establish to the human life. There are fire, water, metals, wood, and earth. In the ancestor altars, as you can see, we have beer, Coca-Cola, which represent for waters, and the incense burner, which is made from bronze, represent for the metals. The candles and the incense represent for fires. The altars, which is made from wood, and also represent for wood. Incense offerings is also the 5 features in cultural traditions. Incense offerings appeared very early and has become an important and indispensable rituals during the traditional festival, such as dead holidays, as well as the first day and 15 days of the lunar month. In this day, a dozen of best quality food are well prepared to feast the ancestor. Vietnamese people has the notion that in the other world, our ancestors need the same thing as Earth, from money, food, transportations, and houses. Therefore, we often burn the votive papers as the ways to transfer the things they need. And it's also the reasons why all of the food serving for our ancestor is always in the best qualities. Incense is considered as the bridge between the visible life of human beings and the spiritual world of heavens, God, and earth. Well, I know maybe you'll ask me, how do our ancestors eat this food, right? And yes, as I have already mentioned before, this action is the ways to show our gratitude to the ancestor, and we also have the notion that our ancestor only can eat the spirit part of the food, which means it's only the traditional conceptions of Vietnamese people. As you can see, the majority of this temple is red color. Yes, this is one of our most meaningful color. It appears in the traditional, it appears in our national flag, which represent for our ancestor bloodshed during the struggle for liberations, and it is also stand for the lucky, love, and happiness. And when you arrive to the other temples, maybe you will find the yellow color as the main tones. And yes, the yellow color maybe represent for the prosperity, royalties, and also happiness. But in the other hand, it also stand for the skin color of the majority Vietnamese people. The answer is no. In the eyes of religious Vietnamese peoples are agnostics. We don't strictly deny the existence of the higher deities, but not adhere to any kind of specific doctrines either. Most people say that Vietnamese peoples are Buddhists, but actually, few practice them. There are nothing near the devotions of Thai people. Have you ever been to that countries? And yes, it's the religious countries, and most of Thai peoples follow Buddhism. While Vietnamese people only worship their ancestor and have in their home the own altars to praise for lucky and show their gratitude to the ancestor. Vietnamese people also worship some kings and presidents who have the great devotions, contributions to the countries. And according to some survey, in Vietnam, there are only 8% of Vietnamese people are Christians, and 12 people are Buddhists, and the rest is no religions.